Behold, I lowered it. Welcome. This is my 2024 Kia Sportage SX Prestige Hybrid all-wheel drive. And today, we'll discuss its new lowered stance. That's right, the car has been lowered 1.5 inches. Look how nice she sits now. But not only that, if you've been following me on my channel, you know that it's not just about looks, but also performance. This car handles so much better now. I'm able to take tighter turns and no more of that dancing and wobbling all around whenever hitting some bumps. My mechanic said that this rides like a BMW. Okay, I'll take it. I come from a long line of cars that were lowered either from the factory or by aftermarket, so I knew what I was getting myself into when I decided to lower my Sportage. For those of you that don't know what it's like to ride in a lower car, I'm telling you now, the ride will be stiffer. There's not a lot of travel in the shock absorbers anymore to absorb bumps. So, bumps will hit harder. But this is something I was already anticipating and didn't mind, because the compromise of having better handling and looks was way worth it. Just like my fat e-bike where I removed the rugged tires and fitted low-profile stretch road tires instead, I like to be lowered to the ground. I'm not taking my Sportage off-roading, and since this is now a lowered SUV, I still have enough ground clearance for daily use. Finding a set of lowering springs that would work with a US spec, long wheelbase all-wheel drive hybrid Sportage was a bit of a challenge. If you have the gas model or the short wheelbase version or GT line, you have a lot more options, especially in the UK. But for this model, it came down to only one manufacturer. These are Storm lowering springs from Shark Racing, all the way from South Korea. And as I mentioned before, this drops the car 1.5 inches. I've had these installed already since February of 2026, and they've been great so far. If you decide to get these yourselves and have the same model as mine, make sure you choose the all-wheel drive version. Now, another thing you should know is that once after installation and after 1 month of use when the springs have settled, you'll also need a 4-wheel alignment. But don't take it to a Kia dealer to get it done, because Kia will try to align it according to Kia specs. That will make your alignment completely off, probably more so than when you brought it in. This is no longer Kia spec. You'll need to take it to a shop that has more knowledge with alignments based on the car's height. Same thing with my Stinger. The rear alignment was easy, but the front alignment lacks adjustments for camber. A skillful technician should know how to adjust the toe just enough so that the camber is also corrected. So here I would like to show you a comparison between my Sportage and a stock Sportage. The one on the right is my father's 2025 gas model Sportage SX Prestige. This one comes with the 19-inch rims as opposed to mine with the 18-inch. Here's a good comparison shot. You can see how mine sits a little lower than the stock version. Here's a comparison shot of the front wheels. You could tell mine's significantly lower. So here's a measuring comparison. This is my lowered Sportage. And with the ruler flat on the tire, measuring from the middle section of the fender, we have just a little over 1.5 inches. On the stock Sportage, we have a gap of
2 inches and 3/4.
So the claim that these springs lowered the car 1.5 inches is correct. If this stock Sportage had the same 18-inch wheels like mine, then the fender gap would have been larger, about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch higher. But because we're not comparing apples to apples here, the difference is that my Sportage sits 1.25 inches lower than the stock Sportage with 19-inch rims. So what do you think about my lowered Sportage? Is this awesome or am I crazy? I have many other reasons why I like this setup, but what are your thoughts? Let me know. I'll post the item links in the description. Thanks for watching.